Hello all, this is Youjo, and today is the very tail end of Monday, April the 16th. At 11:55 I am recording this. I got an email in my inbox, well, not an email, I got an inbox message here on YouTube about somebody who is apparently a citizen of Shreveport, or just happened to be here during the Trayvon Martin gathering that we had a few days ago, which I made a audio response about when I got home from the gathering that afternoon. And the comment that they made that they would like me to respond to is, as I quote, "Please tell me what you think the fundamental reasons are for the general dysfunction of Shreveport's black population." I can't really say anything about Shreveport's black population that I can't say about a lot of black populations in similar areas. Now, of course, this isn't supposed to be a generalization towards all black people, because apparently all black people aren't alike, because I'm not alike. But I will say that, and I'm going to get a little off subject into something that I seem to like to talk about back in my bullying days. When I came out as bisexual in public school, I was held up and forced to come out in front of everybody in my gym class in the locker room, and it spread. It was really the black people that gave me a hard time. I said that to say black people will first shun each other before any other group will have the chance to, because we make it important to congregate amongst ourselves. But once someone has expressed some sort of difference, they're shunned, and then they are looked at as a sham and a traitor and disapproved of for going to another group for support. I was not only outcasted for being bisexual, but I was also outcasted for hanging out with some of the white kids. And of course, at the time, which is just like now, most of my friends were and still are to this day white, even though I have different friends, because the white people here that have been in my age group and are in my age group that I've come across are less judgmental than the black people, the AKA Southern Black Baptists, even though they're really just being a bunch of hypocrites. Because I want to make a generalization that I can't really make about baby mamas and baby daddies and premarital sex and getting pregnant when you're a teenager, but that really seems to be something that a lot of groups are doing, regardless of income status, ethnicity, and so on and so forth. Even education status, as hard as that is for some people to believe, just because you're smarter doesn't mean you're not horny. And people make mistakes and things happen and whatnot, because nothing and no one is perfect. But please tell me what you think the fundamental reasons are for the general dysfunction of Shreveport's black population. I will probably say the education and religious requirements and status, because there are a few people I can talk to around here without eventually being asked, what church do you go to? Not saying that they always mean it to put in harm's way. It just seems to be a big deal. And it is a big deal in this area. Somebody's eventually going to ask, after you've talked to them enough, what church do you go to? Black people I've only talked to for like less than 5 minutes have asked me what church I go to. And religion seems to be more important than education. And religion to me is an up in the air thing. I'm not saying it's not real, because the only way you're going to know is to find out. And you're not going to find out until you die. But it's like people just don't want to separate facts from fictions. When you start applying religion to facts, that's when you start getting fucked up. And that's what the Southern Black Baptists seem to like to do. But I probably can't say that without saying that about any religious group or any religion or any race, or I mean ethnicity, because we're all the same race, we're all human beings, but ethnicity among human beings, because some people are just religious fanatics. But to give my response to that statement, I would say our priorities are very misconstrued. Religion taking weight over education, and pretty much the bitterness of slavery taking place over trying to move on to be in today's world and be equal alongside each other. And that can be said for the backwoods white people here too, because one thing that I can point out that went well about the Trayvon Martin gathering is that even though the Confederate flag is taken down in front of the courthouse, the monument dedicated to the Confederacy is still there. So, I mean, there's nothing that you can really say about one group that you can't say about another group in any case. But I hope that satisfies the person that asked me this. And if anybody, he didn't, it's not a he, she, it's not a question, it was a statement to reply to. If anybody has any questions or any statements that they would like a response to, you can go right ahead and send me something in my inbox, and I'll be more than happy to respond to it. In the meantime, everybody have a good one. And please be kind to each other. That's the only way we're going to really get through this life. Just be kind to each other.